And by the way, I think streaming right now, I can't want to say nothing because everything, like, I feel like I be saying and then just get twisted. But I feel like it's so much going on that it almost feel like nothing going on.
YouTube, man, what's good? Your boy Mario Job Boy, and we're back again to another banger, man, to another video, bro. For today's video, we got Fanum Breaks Down Why Streaming is F Now by my boy Yasin Esra. Shout out to the creator once again. Bro, y'all know that streaming nowadays is a little bit different, so let's know no more time, bro. Let's see what's up with the video, bro. Y'all make sure to leave the like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get it to another video, bro. Come on.
What's poppin', y'all? Fanum came back and he gave a take. We talked about him previously when he talked about the situation with streaming this year, and he gave another update. And I do think there's a lot of insight that we can get into here, and from trends that I've seen that have happened already. So I'm gonna play you guys the clip first, and then I'm gonna give you some examples.
And by the way, I think streaming right now, I can't want to say nothing because everything, like, I feel like I be saying and then just get twisted. But I feel like it's so much going on that it almost feel like nothing going on in a weird way. I don't know how to explain it, bro. I have a bad way with certain things. I just know, like, it's the feeling that I'm trying to portray. But whatever, it's just everybody trying to do everything. You feel me? And I'm not trying to be like nobody. I'm trying to make sure I be like myself.
So I agree with him completely here, and I'll give you an example.
I get it why, right? Because now it's so saturated that, like, everybody's trying to do these big ass things, you know. And I could low-key feel though, because when you have like so much attention, like you might like just not watch nothing at all. You feel me? So I feel Fanum though.
Example when he talks about, like, it's part of it is overstimulated, where you're like, yo, there's a FaZe subathon that's going to be happening, and then there's also Kai Cenat Mafia-thon, and then there's all of these big events, and Speed's doing his USA tour, and it feels like these things are not as hyped as the European tour or the Asia tour. And I don't know if it's because people are seeing it more often, but I know you guys feel it too. Like, you see the clips, but it feels like it's a custom now, where the clips are being posted because that's what the clip pages are supposed to.
Hold on, let me tell my mama. Just mention my mom. I will call her by the end of this video.
To do, versus people excited to clip it, and then people are excited to reply. Now it's just like, oh yeah, he's doing that thing that he's supposed to do. Same thing with Kai Cenat. Oh yeah, he's doing that thing he's supposed to do, because the rate that he's gaining subs, like, it doesn't have that hit that it once did. And with Fanum is somebody that has always been himself, and he's somebody that's predicted all of these trends. Like, the guy brought Kai Cenat into the AMP house. He saw him streaming. He saw the potential that he had.
Bro, if y'all don't know Fanum, bro, for me, is probably the best so far, bro. Fanum, bro, is for me the best, bro. Oh my, Fanum's so real, like, for real, bro. If y'all watch Fanum, bro, y'all know that he's real, bro. He don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, bro, he be having his own moments for real, like everybody else, you know. But Fanum is real, bro. The reason why he be ghosting so many times, bro, he be having problems, bro. Just like me, just like you, just like everybody, bro. So I feel like Fanum, bro, he's a real one. Like, he never switch it up. Y'all stay the same. No matter how much money he got, y'all stay the same, bro. And he always make sure that his family, his loved ones are straight. And that's something, bro, that I respect, that he gives me a lot of motivation. Shout out to Fanum, bro, in general, bro. And
he said, yo, get out of your dingy apartment in the Bronx with your family and come here in Atlanta. I'm going to house you, and you're going to grind it out. And now the guy's the biggest streaming star in America. So Fanum knows a thing or two, more than a thing or two. But I'll give you guys another example, which is this guy Lacey. So FaZe Lacey, he gives his take on why streaming is going downhill, and I'm gonna play you guys that right now.
Let's talk real for a sec. The standard for streaming is all the way up here. If you go live and you don't have anything planned and you just want to sit at your desk and talk to the chat and just relax, kick back, vibe with your stream, all people say is L content. Go IRL, go do this. No content. Didn't plan anything today.
You know why? Because people nowadays are so exposed to a lot of different types of content that if you just casually do what you want to do, I mean, some communities, bro, there's like there's some fan base, bro, they are loyal to like the streamer, and whatever like the streamer is up to, bro, they're gonna follow regardless, you feel me? But others though, bro, if you are not like doing something that's popular right now, forget about it, bro. The viewers, bro, will not care because they are not loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? They might be, bro, they might like you, but you know what I'm saying? Like they will not stick with you. So yeah, you're right. Like live streaming nowadays, bro, the standard, bro, is so high that man, it's so hard to find genuine people who are not creating, you know, doing like clip farming. You feel me? So, but in like the other end, the less genuine people they are, I mean, that will open a big door for a lot of content creators, but who just want to be like themselves. I know they're like right now, like when you start, it's gonna be tough for real. But again, these things take years, bro. I'm talking about years. Don't be thinking like, oh shit, like I'm gonna do this shit in 1 year and like I'm gonna change my life. You know, like that is good for you. You know what I'm saying, to like think like that. But you have to understand it, bro. My bad. You have to understand it, bro. That this shit, it takes years, bro. It takes a lot of sacrifices, bro. It takes a lot of dedication, motivation, discipline, and be consistent, bro. No matter what, like no matter what results, bro, you are seeing right now, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, because your time will come. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think, bro.
Never plan, no content. Why did it turn into that? I genuinely feel like that's why streamers are taking breaks. Look at Ron taking a break. Marlon just didn't stream for a week. Because I feel like for some reason, the way streaming has become, if there's nothing big planned or no big event, people don't want to stream because the chat expects and has this standard of you got to do that. I think we should go back to the days where you could literally spark up at 8 p.m. if you wanted to, and the chat is happy. And people are happy. How nice life was, bruh. Why are y'all saying, oh, I go live, right? And I'll end my stream off for the last 4 hours, me just talking to the chat, playing a game. And then I look over at the chat and I see, oh, L content. Bro didn't plan anything today. Go do something. Why are you just sitting here? I look over, I see chat not moving. View bot. This guy's botting.
This is a very, very good point. And it's not that history repeats itself. It's that there's really nothing new under the sun, and people rehash things often, but trends. So right now, huge events, budgets, production, like remember, like DDG, Are You My Ball, that happened. There was a huge production into that show. In Too Deep, Black Boy Max, there's a huge production. It's almost like TV. It's like Love Island.
Yeah.
And then you've got Mafiathon. That costs a ton of money. And you've got Speed's tour. This guy's got a bus, and it's like theatrics. It's like the first time you saw drone footage. You remember when vlogs were going on YouTube and you saw Casey Neistat drone footage, and you saw, I think it was Jesse Wellen who was the first one that was using the drones. But you saw drone footage, you were like, whoa, just any footage of aerial from a drone in a vlog, you were like, this is crazy. But after a while, after a bunch of other vloggers start using it, you're like, okay, here we go, another drone shot. And now it's really nothing special. It's not. It is
like same shit, bro. Like I feel like people right now, bro, they take like that shit for granted, and they don't put any value, bro, to like just like for the fact that the streamer, bro, show up and you know what I'm saying, like kicking in like with them and show love and having a great time. No, bro, like they want like things like to get active, bro. So shit, it is what it is now.
Have that novelty, I guess you could say. Same thing with Mr. Beast. When Mr. Beast first got into the game, throwing in these crazy budgets on these huge videos, it was wild. People were like, whoa, I've never seen something like this. This is insane. And giving away this much money. And then you had other people copying him, following the meta. So you had people like Eric, you had like people like Tyler Oliveira. There was this whole genre called the Mr. Beastification of YouTube, and people got numb to it. And even Mr. Beast has confirmed, I think today the news came out, that he confirmed that he's slowing down his videos. He's not doing the loud stuff anymore. He's not doing the fast-paced stuff. He's slowing it down. He's making it more story-based, and he's pivoting away from what he was doing. And that's because people got numb to it. They're like, okay, another one of these. And I think that's the...
I think people get like used to it, and that's how the game evolved, bro. Like the game is always evolving, so I feel like right now people are getting used to like the standard right now, and I feel like we gotta evolve, or either, you know what I'm saying. We gotta take like a step back and bring like those genuine streams, bro. Because I feel like clip farming right now, bro, like it's not a way though. I don't fuck with it.
Same thing that's happening in streaming, because there was the Mr. Beastification of YouTube, which was, oh, you got to maximize retention, and you got to cut out any pauses, and you got to make sure that the person's just spazzing out like a Logan Paul vlog. And then at the peak of that era of YouTube, what happened? We got a superstar on YouTube that blew up, that was getting disgusting views compared to everybody else, and that was Sam Sulek. And Sam Sulek was just a bodybuilder that was really calm, wasn't loud, wasn't screaming, not even like the era of bodybuilders that were like hawking cigs or chilling with chicks, right? Like the Stimulus, like what era was that? I'm forgetting his name. He's unfortunately, I think he's getting heart failure right now. Skywalker, yeah. Skywalker, you guys know who I'm talking about. If you know, you know. But there was like that high energy stuff. And Sam Sulek wasn't even that. He was just calm, driving to the gym, talking, doing his workout, and he blew up. And people didn't quite understand it. He wasn't the biggest guy. There were people bigger than him. There were people more lean than him. There were people that were professionals. There were people that were older. There were people that were doing other content. But it just swung the opposite way. And for a long time, streaming was largely just desktop streaming. And it was gaming originally. But then it became people doing just chatting / IRL. You had a little bit of IRLs. And then the Aiden Ross really took things to another level. So this started with the Aiden. If it's anything,
He's talking about probably like Aiden Ross bringing celebrities. Once that shit started and we started the big events, shit.
the Aiden Ross, and then I would say it is Kai Cenat for sure. But the production started coming in. And I think we're going to get to a point very soon. And this is why Bruce Drop Him Off coming back is so important, because he's a guy that came up in his room. And XQC is an example of that too. This guy came up in his room. Granted, XQC blew up initially because he was really, really, really good at
one game, right?
Video game. Bruce Drop Him Off, he was a personality that was just online. But him coming back is like, yo, you can get these numbers just being you and kicking it with your community and being entertaining. And you don't need all of this other stuff, like a lot.
And that's how like I generally love like this content creation, bro, because bro, you can have a big fan base being who you are right now. Literally, bro, you can manifest like a fan base just by being yourself. Because I feel like a lot of people can. I feel like everybody has their own people who you can relate. So the more videos you do, the more people like will see you and be like, oh damn, who's this? And if they fuck with you, they will like subscribe to your channel or like stick with you, right? So you know, I know that like at the start, like you will have like only 1, 2, like a couple 3, but man, slow progress is better than no progress, my nigga. So imagine, bro, like 3 persons a day, like 2, okay, it's low, but man, they're like two people a day, bro, by like, let's say 4 years, bro, like you have a lot of people, right? So my nigga, like sometimes, bro, you just have to keep going, because I feel like regardless, bro, you will find your own people, bro. Like just like me, I will find my own people that like me, they like my content because of who I am. It doesn't matter what I do. You feel me?
A lot of people say DDG needs girls and he needs to collaborate and he needs to create these storylines. What I think is going to happen, I don't think we've hit this peak yet. It might happen in a year or so, because think about it. iShow Speed this year has jumped over 2 cars.
What?
Like certain events that have happened this year in streaming are once a year events, or even like once in 5 year events. You're like, yo, that guy jumped over 2 cars.
Bro, y'all know one thing, bro. He's mad right because y'all know what, bro. I feel like I feel like content creators, bro, are giving too much big events a year, bro. Because, bro, Kaisenet, he used to do a marathon like every 2 years. So now, like, last marathon was last year. You know what I'm saying? So, like, in 2 years, bro, 2 marathons happened. You know? And so, think like this. In 2025, what happened? Streaming University. So Kai did Streaming University and Marathon in the same year. Speed, he did his tour, you know. Phase is doing, Cap Hall is too. So like I feel like the audience is getting too much of big events. And right now, just because like it happens so often, people are not putting that value that like he should have. Because I remember, bro, like when Kai announced his marathon too, bro, that shit was crazy. Because, bro, they spent 2 years like without marathon. So I feel like we gotta chill and not giving like too much big content for the audience, you know.
Speed jumped over a car, number one, and then he jumped over 2 cars, and that was old news like a week later because he just did some other crazy thing.
Yeah.
And that's unsustainable. And I want to drag this back to music because I think the same thing happens with music. You need spacing in between drops or in between huge events in this scenario.
Exactly.
There needs to be room to breathe, or else you're not going to appreciate it as much.
Exactly.
Like if a movie, like a feature film, they were able to release one every single day, you wouldn't appreciate them as much. And like let's say Drake, right? Let's look at Drake's biggest hits. You've got One Dance, God's Plan, Hotline Bling, Passion Fruit, In My Feelings, Nice for What, Sicko Mode. That was with Travis Scott, but let's just throw that in there. Tootsie Slide, Nonstop, Hell. Let's just say those are 10. What is that? 9, 10? Anyway, there are more hits than that. But you've got all those songs. If those songs released one on each day, you release One Dance Monday, God's Plan Tuesday, by day 5 or 6, one of these songs is getting called mid. I promise you. Because he's dropping too much. Same thing with, now Future is somebody that was dropping a ton, and people were appreciating it, but there got to a time around Yall, which was Love Backwards, around there where people were like, yo, you got to chill, man. It's part of it is not being able to consume as much, but value comes in scarcity too. And Kai Cenat,
that's the thing, bro. Like, people are dropping too often. That's why.
Like, there are people that are criticizing Kai Cenat's Mafia-thon, and they're saying, like, man, all he's doing is just begging for subs and, like, a short segment, and they're not being grateful. For this guy brought on Kim Kardashian, Offset, Tyla, Ice Spice, Sway Lee, Drewski. Did he have Wembenyama on there? He had Mario. He had Neo. Who else? This guy had the Chainsmokers.
What you mean who else? He had LBJ. He had LeBron James himself in this film. What do you mean?
DJing a set inside his bathroom. This is just what I'm remembering off the top of my head, and I haven't been watching a lot of these guys. He had the Jonas Brothers on there. Keke Palmer. Hey, who else? Dude, all of these people, and people still find something to be ungrateful for. And this is the thing. Every guest of this could have been a once in every 3 month thing. And it would have been a huge event. Like, remember when
for sure.
Ninja was streaming with Drake? That was...
And that's crazy because Kai, bro, he could have done a separate stream with every single guest in a space of 3 months. And it would be crazy. You'd be like, oh my gosh. You know? And that boy dropped like 10 people on 10 different days. And now people are not giving like as much a value because, like, you know, it's too often. Like, it's too soon.
An internet-shattering event. It was the first time those two worlds collided with the biggest thing, which was Fortnite. But if you're just throwing celebrity after celebrity after celebrity, then it gets dull. And I think those streamers get categorized in something that is not fashionable anymore. Because like what's fashionable, what's cool, it's always moving in cycles. So what I think is going to happen with streaming eventually, maybe in a year, maybe a year and a half, maybe someone's blowing up right now, is someone that is just
You never know.
authentic, kind of dull, like not dull. He has to be entertaining, but not entertaining in the way that everyone else is right now. And like one thing I was talking about was this guy Hitch from years ago. He never really properly blew up, but his concept was so dope, which was just a guy that was hitching a ride. Like he wasn't living anywhere, and he was relying on people to pick him up to go across cities and the country. I think he did it across multiple countries. And I always watched that guy's streams. I would have him on. And I was like, man, this is such a cool concept. And he never really blew up. But something like that, I see that becoming the new meta eventually. Because the streamers that are smaller are not going to be able to compete unless they clout chase, right? Or not clout chase. It's a little bit of...
I mean, clip farming, bro. But I feel it, though. But I feel like this is how I feel. There's somebody, bro, is going to rise, bro. Somebody, bro, who is going to do a whole different content, bro, is going to rise. And people like will start to create a new era based off that person. I feel like another person will fucking rise on this content creation shit, on this stream world. I just feel that a lot of people will have motivation, like just like for that person to be real, like for being himself. And y'all don't know, but a lot of people lives are movies, man. Movies, straight movies every single day. And imagine, bro, when like you have somebody who has like that type of life and then stream, you know, every stream like will be lit. So shit, man, that's how I feel, bro.
It's like kind of knocking them down unless they network or get the attention of one of these big guys, because you're going to get priced out of production. And I do think people like DDG are realizing more production is not resulting in a proportional return on investment.
It's about the plan, though. Like you have to have a nice plan. Otherwise, bro, like if you just pay money on the production and you got 3 out of the 10 plan, man, you cooked. So
DDG's probably looking at it like, yo, I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this thing. It didn't blow me up, and it didn't make me that much money. I could have made this same amount of money, or I could have made 10% less money spending 80% less than I spent on this. So why would I continue to do this? It doesn't make sense. And yeah, I could see a new house blow. Like, for example, if there's a house of entertaining streamers that are struggling, right? Like these guys are all trying. I see a new crew blowing up. I could see that happening. Of course, it's difficult to make things like this happen.
Yeah,
but it's that authentic wanting to root for the underdog that is what's eventually going to become cool. And it's hard because now this is somewhat of an industry. Like their clipping is a mandatory thing now, and you have to know how to do it. So either you know how to do it or you have the funds to do it. But if you're trying to grind as a streamer...
But that's the team, bro. You cannot be forced, bro. I feel like if it is forced, bro, you will not eat the same. Like for example, bro, Kai Mao situation. That, bro, he wasn't forced. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't forced. And now what? And now look at Kai. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of bad things, bro, happen in your life, but sometimes that doesn't mean that bad thing, bro, will like result in like a negative thing in your life. Sometimes, bro, bad things will like happen to change your life for better. Like that example of Kai. So I feel like it cannot be forced, bro. Something, bro, if like you go viral, bro, like it should not be forced, bro. You should not be clip farm. You should not do nothing, bro. When you have a viral situation, bro, they like ends up and be like, oh damn, like this is fire, bro. If it is genuine, bro, man, bro, you will have a lot of surprises, bro, for real.
You don't really have the funds for it, and if you have the funds, then you're probably not streaming and you already have an income source, or maybe you want to stream but you don't have enough time to stream because of the dedication that you have to the income source that's generating the money that you would spend on Clippers. So right now, there's kind of this monetary moat that's being created around the biggest streamers, and it's just going to take time and new. I don't want to say these guys aren't authentic, but new DIY people are going to blow up, because the same thing happened in music. Like we had 2010s, right? You had early 2010s especially, that was like peak pop rap too. You had so much money being spent. Like you had Lasers, right? Atlantic making Lupe Fiasco make a Lasers album. It's like, that's how you know these guys were on it. They were like, yeah, this is what's gonna hit. And you had people like, who else? Like Tiny Tempa. You had Jason Derulo. You had Tayo Cruz. All of this stuff, and into 2015, and then 2016, 17, you start getting this underground that really bubbles up. And it was starting off from A$AP Rocky era, but it really starts to take off. And then you've got people like X and Ski dropping songs that sound terrible. They're not polished, they're not pop, they were recorded on garbage mics, and people loved it. And people loved that energy, and they loved those people, and No Jumper was built off of the back of something like that. And I see that happening again.
Yeah, I know one thing. I feel like the next era, bro, the next era of streamers, bro, should not be polished, bro. Should not be, I mean, like, you have to be strict, bro. Like, you have to be clean. I feel like it's whatever, man. If you don't want to do business with me, bro, because I'm not like clean in terms of how I speak, how like I behave, man, come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like myself regardless. You know, it is what it is. So of course, like, I have my boundaries of like, there's things that I will never like speak, like even like on stream, or like even like on video, or even publicly. But man, I will talk like whatever, bro. I don't care about like cursing, like nothing at all, bro. Like, this is me. If you don't fuck with me, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro.
In streaming, it's not going to continue like this. Yeah, there will be the biggest channels that are kind of like TV, and there's production, but the audiences will move. And I can almost guarantee that happening. And that's what I think Fanum is saying, is that so much is going on that it just feels like another TV channel. Okay, this guy's doing this guy's doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like when Kai Cenat was doing the first Mafia-thon or the second one, it was like, whoa, this is the only guy that's doing something like this. And then everyone steps up their game. And you constantly got to be pivoting and doing new things, which I think Kai is doing. But maybe the third one, and it makes sense why he said the third one would be the last one, because he knew when to cut it. But I think that's enough on this topic. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.
Bro, y'all know exactly what happened, bro. For real, bro. I feel like streaming nowadays, bro, everybody's doing the same thing. Like, he's like he said, he's like watching TV and like switching up of channels and be like, oh, they're like, this is happening here, like this is happening there. But man, bro, I support this genuinely, bro. Like, if you some genuine content creator, bro, who was doing like whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying, and you still have views and you still have a community, bro, go for it, bro, because those right there will be your loyal ones, bro. They will not care, bro, if you do the lame-ass content, bro, the lame-ass game, bro. They will be there because of you, bro, because of you. So, man, y'all let me know, bro, what y'all think about this era of streaming, this current era of streaming, bro, in the comment section, though. It's time for me to leave there, man. Don't forget it, bro. Leave the like, comment, and subscribe, bro. Like always, folks, I'll see ya in the next video. Come on.